registered that domain. This transaction happened in February of 16. Sat there and read this poor woman's emails coming in and out for 8 months, waiting for a cash transaction. Found one, 140 grand stolen. Wire instructions. These are our actual wiring instructions. This is what we send all the time. Okay, we bank at Commerce Bank, that's our account number, that's our routing number. That's what they look like. This is what the fraudster sent. Brenda sent these wiring instructions to the real estate agent, part of why we no longer send them to real estate agents, but at the time it was our company policy, okay? This is what the real estate agent got. And she didn't know any better. First problem is she never opened it. She got her wiring instructions, sent it straight to the buyer. Didn't open it. Buyer doesn't know any better. Buyer never opened it. Buyer sent it straight to the bank. 74 closings in a 12-month period of time before this. Same bank got our wiring instructions. 74 times in a 12-month period of time, they got these wiring instructions. This time they got these wiring instructions. Did they call? Nope. Did they verify them? Nope. Sent $140,000 to whoever the hell Metabolon company is. If I'm sending you wiring instructions so that you can send money to my title company's escrow account, it has to say account name, Continental Title escrow account. Who is Metabolon company, and why, if you're a bank, would you send $140,000 supposedly for Continental Title company? I can't tell you because this is in litigation. I wish I could. I wish I could. We don't write dates like this in America.
Right.
We don't misspell wiring instructions when we're dealing with wiring instructions. We don't type addresses like this in the United States. We don't send money where it's not supposed to go, and nobody in America uses SWIFT codes. That's a European banking feature. 74 times the bank knew Continental Title's wiring instructions, and this time they decided to ignore them. Mr. Bain lost $140,000, and they won't make him whole. They said because he's the one that sent them the wiring instructions, they have no responsibility. And we'll find out what the judge says in probably another 6 months. We're being sued, the bank's being sued, the real estate agent's being sued, the real estate agent's broker's being sued. Everybody's being sued. I have no responsibility in this. We didn't do it, the bank did. The bank needs to step up and do what they're supposed to do. It's part of the $40,000 of legal fees we're gonna waste this year. These are the ones that scare me the most, and I'm running out of time, so I'm gonna go fast. Michelle Whistler actually did the closing for this guy, and he has a Yahoo account. On Monday morning at 10:22, she gets this email where this guy's allegedly saying, wait a minute, I want you to send the money somewhere else. His actual email account. Where do you think he was on a Monday morning at 10:22? Where are most people at 10:22? They're at work. Are they sitting at work watching their Yahoo email account in and out?
No.
Nope. Fraudster knows it. I'm gonna hack your email account, and when I know you're not likely in it, I'm gonna send an email trying to get somebody to do something they're not supposed to do. And the chances of you finding out about it within a few hours are slim and none, because you probably work till 5 or 5:30 or maybe even 6. Michelle didn't fall for it because she did what I told her to do, and was slow down and read every word, and the words in there don't make sense, and I'm not going to read them to you because I want Jeff to talk to you for a couple of minutes. I won't worry about another one. Rose, this one scares me because, so again, absolute email address sent on a Tuesday at 12:11, likely at work. Rose didn't bite on it. The sneaky thing on this one, so I was doing the presentation in St. Louis, and Rose actually happened to be there, and I pointed out, title companies don't care about walkthroughs, not my problem. A kindly.
Kindly.
This is, you get, it's a 2-for-1. You get 2 kindlies on this one. We don't care about walkthroughs. Not something the title company ever gets involved in. And Rose raised her hand and said, you know what's funny about this one? Is there were a ton of issues on the walkthrough. The hacker was reading all of the emails going in and out on this file and knew there were issues on the walkthrough. So they thought, you know, if I sneak something in about the walkthrough, it'll make it look even more legitimate. And had they stopped there, it would have. But then they threw in this kindly and spelling errors and grand. They just screwed their whole thing up. They had a good thing going and then they couldn't stop themselves. Tried to steal our money and didn't get it. Another one, Bev, in our Overland Park office.
As regards disbursement.
Kindly get back to me so I can send you Jeffrey actual email sent on a Friday at 11:49. Bev didn't fall for it. We're not out money, thank goodness. So this is a long one. It was pretty entertaining. It stretched on for 3 weeks, and I strung this guy as long as I could. And I'll tell you about that one at a different time. Jeff, you want to tell them how to protect their email accounts? Oh, and if you're bored tomorrow, anybody know who's, this is our marketing director's house. The Odells are selling it. They're having a lunch tour tomorrow, so I told them I'd throw this in.
So I'm the phishing king of the company. So basically what that means is I have everybody send any suspicious or phishing emails to me, and I analyze every single one. One, I look through our email security gateway, look who sent the email to us. Like, was the email server overseas? Was it from another Google email server or Yahoo email server? Where did it come from? Then I take all these pieces of information to see if this email is legit. Is it a hacked email account? Is it not a hacked email account? And then I use all that, and then I look at the content of the message. What are they trying to do? Are they trying to have you click on a URL? Are they trying to is there an attachment that they're trying to have you open up? Is there a PDF document with a link in it? What are they trying to do? And then I take that information and I add phrases, misspellings, keywords, all that goes into our content filter on our email security gateway. And basically the next time that email comes through and they use that same line or same phrase, we'll catch it at the IT level. It doesn't even go to any of the employees. And then we'll analyze it to see what they're trying to do, and then we'll block them. Right? Or we'll reach out to the real estate agent or the broker or whoever if we feel that's a legit email that came from a hacked Yahoo or Gmail account. And we'll say, hey, we received a suspicious email. We never say they were hacked. We just say, hey, we received a suspicious email, and sometimes we're the first ones to tell them that, and other times we're not, and they're like, yeah, my account was hacked, just disregard it. So the biggest thing that I tell them, especially if it's a Gmail account, like I think KW.com, you guys host all your emails with Gmail? Yeah. I think it was about a year ago, is that about right?
Probably a year or two ago.
About a year or two ago? Okay. So we do get some KW.com real estate agents that have had their email account compromised. And usually it's because they don't put the two-step verification, they don't enable it, right? You know what that is? Two-step verification is basically when you tell Gmail to send you a text to your phone or an app, it's called Google Authenticator, where the code changes every 30 seconds. You need to enable that. By enabling that, your account will have a less chance of getting hacked, a much greater chance of not getting hacked. And what I mean by that is because, okay, usually when I call up a real estate agent saying, yeah, my account was hacked, I usually will ask them a couple questions if I have time. I'm like, well, how did it happen? Well, I received an email from another person in the office, and they're all on the Gmail account, so I just saw the link was legit, and I clicked on it, and it opened up a Gmail Dropbox. I'm like, I see those all day, so I entered my credentials, and as soon as I did that, I started having all these emails go off. So by you enabling the two-step verification on your Gmail account, if you get a link to like a suspicious, malicious link to Gmail, a fake Gmail website, and let's say hypothetically, you do enter your Gmail credentials. After you enter your password and you hit submit, there should be a two-step verification window that comes up. When it doesn't come up, you know right away that that was probably a suspicious, malicious website, and they can't hack your account now because they don't have your phone, which will receive that text message, saying here's a special code to enter. So enable that, number one. Number two, make sure your laptops, desktops, your PCs are all up to par with antivirus, anti-malware, Windows, and third-party software patching. Huge. Okay, so we actually have a title company that is in Rhode Island, Warwick, Rhode Island. I won't tell you who. But basically, their website, which is a legitimate website, was hacked, and ransomware was installed on their website. So when you go to the website, it looks legit. It's their website. But in the background, without you clicking on anything, ransomware was being installed on their PC. So when that happens, all your files are encrypted. You can't get them off. They basically hold your ransom and give a one Bitcoin, which equates to like $500, and you have to transfer it. And sometimes they'll do it, and they'll give you the special code, and sometimes they won't. So they go for vulnerabilities on your PC when something like that happens, like a drive-by download that affects your PC. That's why you got to keep your PC up to date with your latest Windows and security patches, right? So I'm going to give you some websites to go to get all this latest software. All of it's free. So there's nothing better than free, right?
Right. Once it works.
Okay, so number one, make sure you have a good antivirus client on your laptop or desktop.